Yeah, it's a fascinating thing. Because it's like the only thing that's like really... Like, it's just your memory. You know? Like, as soon as you pass out of the immediate present, everything behind that is just your memory. So it's like, how can you conclusively say that, like, everything that has happened to you has happened? How do you know that, like, all of your memories aren't just written there and you just happen to be now?
Well, I guess I'm going to let you stew with that, and maybe we'll continue on with the podcast. Because I feel like if I get into that with this much scotch and beer down there, the world's going to expand far too much.
I need to pack my brains back in.
Fuzz, get up off the couch.
All right.
Welcome, Fuzz.
Just putting
Gustav,
my brains back in.
Benjamin, and welcome to Luke, the fourth character
That's better.
of your weekly podcast. We're recording.
We are now!
Oh my!
The part about the yeah.
Oh yeah. I'll cut that out. I don't even. I'll leave it in as sort of a special extra. Look down below in the links. Pay us $5, and I'll send that to you into your email inbox. A little discussion that Gustav decided he was going to have with us. So I was restructuring these a little bit because, you know, who gives a fuck about gaming news?
Lols.
Anyone who's already watching gaming news is already knows all the news. So we thought we'd drink and chat about Overwatch and games and whatever the hell else we get up to.
That's about Pokemon Go.
I don't give a shit about Pokemon anymore. Especially seeing as, like, after playing Pokemon Go and after, even before going, the two kids that I often see are obsessed with Pokemon. So they just like talk about it. For you guys, it was just like a condensed bit of Pokemon. For me, it's like even more Pokemon.
Lifelong curse.
And on the train from Black Rock to Melbourne, there was two more kids who sat down in my little nook. You know how you sit down on a train and it's real fucking empty? Yeah, these guys got on and sat down like really near me and were playing Pokemon Go.
On the train?
On the train.
But how?
Like arranging their backpack or what?
I know, at all the stops, the train stops and there's gyms.
Okay.
And they quickly try and spin them and stuff.
Wait, so I thought it kicked you off if you're traveling too fast.
No.
Stops briefly.
Stops for a second,
okay.
And then,
Right.
and then you can. Why are we talking about Pokemon Go? Anyway, we had our first Overwatch session together, guys. That was awesome. Like
For the summer games.
Yeah.
For some of us.
Look, try hard over here. And I definitely feel like you're going to have to bring us up to like some form of standard so people can actually stand to watch us. Because at the moment we might lose more fans than we'll gain with Buzz's Farrah play.
We'll gain popularity. Rude.
Like bad Overwatch players.
Bad Overwatch, right? Like, yeah, we could be the worst. We could be the worst guys at it, right?
I'm already the worst. Not in terms of skill. Doomfist every game.
Doomfist or Torbjorn.
Defense, Torbjorn and offense.
Oh my god. So Doomfist is primarily
You can do it for both, but right now some people use it for defense.
Okay.
Counter the dive comp. You take out one guy, and a 5-man dive comp is a lot weaker than a 6-man. Like, it's just heaps weaker.
Okay. That makes sense. And he's really good at just singling people out. A bit like Tracer was supposed to be, but she still has to like backdoor and stuff, right?
I would say it takes a bit more skill to do Tracer because you have to track the targets. Whereas Doomfist, you land that one punch, and if you fail, you jump up and you fly back to the team. 4 seconds.
Wow, you're even going to get out of jail free card. Yeah, I never even thought about that.
Though I suppose it's sort of like balanced that Doomfist is best in like corridors, and you can't jump out of corridors.
But you can't. Can you do his ultimate in the corridors? What happens?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
You jump through the ceiling and then you.
Oh, wow, that's awesome.
It's weird. But I would not use Doomfist in so much of a corridor because usually like corridors they're long and you can't slam them into a wall. So if you just hit them, connect with your punch, it's only 100 damage.
Yeah.
It's the slamming the wall that does the extra 150.
Yeah. Unless you're right at the end of the corridor, it might be kind of useless. Yeah.
It's a fun character. We should do a 4 Doomfist lineup for one of the games on not Thursday night, but on Sunday. If Benjamin joins, I don't know. Sort of quiet house.
Now, look, it
Quiet
might get to my bedtime,
Yeah.
and I take that very seriously.
Yeah. 7
Yeah,
PM.
I've got to get my nappies. You know?
Did you guys ever? Does it still happen to that like Fat Cat?
What?
Do you remember Fat Cat? Maybe Fat Cat was only a Perth thing, a WA thing. At 7:30, Fat Cat would come on and like tuck all the kids into bed, and that's how you knew to go to sleep at 7:30. Fat Cat.
I'm still confused.
Holy shit.
Like, is that a
Blinky
TV
Bill.
show or is this some sort of
Blinky Bill,
imagination
Blinky
thing?
Bill, blah blah blah, whatever his name was.
Blinky Bill.
Fat cat sounds like a dodgy uncle. So we'll tuck you with a nah. A friend of mine.
Out of all of us, I think the biggest night owl is you, because I've seen you post things at like 2, 3 in the morning.
Yeah, I can't help it. I like nighttime so
ridiculous.
much. It's just,
I do too, but I've got a job.
yeah. Well,
I try and stay up, and then if I have to get up at like 6:30 in the morning after sleeping for 4 hours,
oh, yeah.
I legitimately think to myself, okay, how much money have I got? How long would I last without a job? I can find another job within 2 months. That's totally fine. You know, like,
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know, freelancing jobs can be done whenever, so
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, as long as I get back to them before 5 o'clock, it's fine.
and then you hang around playing music in your apartment all bloody day.
Yeah.
God, that sounds so good. Should have jam.
Like, yeah, we should actually.
Jam sesh.
Jams or like, yeah. Oh, you need to get you a keyboard to play.
Keyboard. Triangle.
And sort of strum chords on the guitar.
Yeah.
Harmonica.
Well, we've got a nylon string back there.
Ben can sing.
I'll do that gif you see on like 9gag and shit where the guy has like the horns tucked under his arms. Like,
Yes.
doot, 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 doot.
Be the one man percussion.
Yeah.
Yeah,
With a
yeah.
kick drum on the leg.
But
Topical.
We should do like some Overwatch games where we invite our many fans to.
I think we'll get as many as our Pokemon Go sessions.
We might have to start with. We might have to start with his friends.
Yeah, friends that we play with Overwatch with.
Yeah, you have to be friends first before you get into
Yeah.
the
I can
relationship.
get my brother in. He'll play it
Cool.
for like half an hour before he has to go and look after a baby.
Right. Is he a gamer?
He is a gamer. So my brother
gamer.
and his wife met. Oh God.
What, RuneScape? Or?
They met on World of Warcraft. They both fought stuff together, and then I think mere weeks or like maybe a few months into them being in the same guild, she drove from the Gold Coast across to Western Australia to live with him,
Wow.
with
Yeesh.
her brother and
Wait, had they-
Axolotl in tow.
And her what?
Axolotl.
Axolotls.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're cute.
And I remember the time going, the fuck? What the fuck are you doing? Mark, what? Like, because it wasn't the future yet. It was still the past. That was weird to me.
Yeah.
Nowadays, it would be like, whatever.
Yeah.
But then, like, I met them and I saw them together and I was like, oh, these guys were made for each other. Like, they are huge gamers.
Cool.
Overwatch on console, though. So,
yeah.
you know, filthy. 30
Huge
FPS
gamers. I don't know about that now.
Yeah. No, but they've got, you know, Mark's a proper PC gamer. Like,
Yeah.
World of Warcraft.
That's like the third or fourth couple that I know that have been met through World of Warcraft.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Well, did you hear about, like, they do weddings in there sometimes as well?
Oh yeah,
Uh-huh.
you do it. And
Yeah.
you have to buy like you can buy an in-game item.
What, like a ring or something?
Some wedding, yeah,
A registrar.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I thought it'd be like a mountain in the shape of a ring. Sorry.
World of Warcraft isn't just a game; it's a way of life, I would say, because
It's life. It is a life for some people. They log
Yeah.
on to go home. And they you just idle in Storm into Ogrimmar on chat, talking to your guild buddies, talking to random people. Like, yeah. It's weird. That was like what Second Life wanted to be.
Yeah.
Second
Yeah.
Life?
I'm still waiting for like Second Life Oasis Edition. For anyone that's watched Ready Player One, that's like there. It's basically Second Life, but good. You know, a virtual reality world where you can live in and do anything basically.
Yeah.
some people like playing the piano in the game, and then they're like, "Hey, if you enjoy music, donate a couple of bucks," kind of thing. Or they're like, yeah, they'll do some like talks and stuff. I've heard of people trying to monetize it.
Wow. Wow, that's amazing.
But Second Life or
Second Life.
yeah, I saw something on like Channel 7 a little while back of this couple. They've got this huge house with a swimming pool and everything. They've also got a huge house with a swimming pool in Second Life too.
Yeah.
And I don't know how he made his money, but he made all that money, afforded the house and a nice car with his wife. I don't know what his wife did, but I think she also did like DJing stuff or something in the game.
You're right.
Yeah, and they just made up crap loads of money through Second Life.
Yeah, so basking in the streets, you bask in Second Life.
Yeah.
The streets of Second Life.
And you make like items and stuff that you can sell. I think that's part of it. Some people make their livings out of that. Yeah.
I was a bit behind the whole like World of Warcraft MMO sort of wave, but I remember being really excited when I was 11 or something about the Matrix Online. I remember I picked it up from the store and I was so excited, and then I took it home, installed it, and found out that it had been deactivated several years before. And I've never played an MMO since.
When did the Matrix Online even come out? Like, when was its release?
It was quite a long time after the trilogy came out.
Yeah, well, the trilogy came out in like 2002 or 3 or something like that, right?
Yeah. The last one came out around 2001, 2 or 3. Yeah.
Which is incredible. I mean, you look back at it these days and like everything else aside, like the visuals, except for some parts, are pretty good.
Yeah, they hold up pretty well.
They're good. Yeah.
Fantastic. That movie, the first Matrix, was amazing.
That sent me into a
Shame they didn't
freaking...
make any sequels.
I was like 15 at the time, and it totally sent me into an existential crisis. I was just like, what is real? Is my life a real thing?
Shoot up your school with your small beard.
Oh, come on. Moving on.
I think that was probably just you, mate.
The Animatrix is really good too. I see. Did you watch that? You gotta
The
check it out.
Animatrix?
Yeah, it's basically just animated shorts produced by the Wachowski brothers, based in the Matrix universe.
Well, they're the... We were talking about this the other day. They're
sorry.
the Wachowski siblings.
Yeah.
Now, how do they prefer?
Well, they were the Wachowski siblings, and now I think they were the
Sisters.
Wachowski sisters.
They're like sisters. Okay, all right.
Yeah, because they've both gone full the other side.
They crossed over.
They crossed over like Edward did.
What?
John Edwards?
John Edwards. Crossing over with John Edwards. It's
The
one of
young
those,
ones don't get that either.
it's one of those really stupid reality show. Reality show? I don't know.
It was not calling that a reality show is like calling astrology reality.
Yeah.
It was Crossing Over with John Edwards was a small studio where a fuckwit of a man would stand in the middle of a bunch of people who had lost people and pretend he could talk to the dead and say, "I'm feeling a John from over here." And then find someone who lost someone called John, or like, his name wasn't John, but one of his friend's dogs was named John. Okay, then it's definitely you. He tells you hello. Fuck off with that bullshit.
Biggest policy.
I hope he got somehow fined, arrested, something.
Well, people are so a lot more. I don't know. I'm under the impression that a lot of people are more skeptical nowadays, so it's really hard to
People are more
sell
clued
these
up.
things. Yeah,
They know
yeah,
shit.
Yeah,
It's a
Got the
combination
interwebs.
of like cold reading and what they don't show you is that they get people to fill out forms when they come in.
Oh,
And
God.
then,
Do they really? How do you know that shit?
Yeah, they show us some behind the scenes.
Oh.
So I think it's on YouTube, but then they'll even with like religious stuff, evangelical stuff, they'll like fill out some. Then there's a dedicated team that goes through it and say, "Oh, okay, here we need one about a mom. We need not one,
I guess it's a TV show.
Yeah, we need one involving da da da, and then they plan it out. Is there the Lord is calling me?
Oh man, have you seen those videos of like super evangelical priests who like there's one dude who waves his jacket around and all the crowd like collapses. It's like a hardcore placebo style
That
thing.
stuff.
Right?
That's why video games are great, because they let you get into a world where you can pretend shit's going on.
Yeah.
And then when you come back to reality, there goes gravity. You can actually like live your life and not fuck with anyone's head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't have to come up with a fantasy to fill in real life.
Yeah. And it's the worst. Thank you, my friend. Just pouring out some apple juice here. Delicious apple juice.
Yes, a smoky apple juice.
Like not having to mess with people's heads in that way is just it makes the world better. And
I agree.
And it lets us actually fucking evolve. you
Yes.
know?
Yeah.
So we don't have to live, pretend something, oh yeah, Apollo draws the sun across the sky. Hang on a second.
What, 15-minute mark?
Well, the question is, do we want to address that political thing that's happening in Australia at the moment?
I don't really know about
Do we want to go into that?
That could take an entire podcast.
Anyone knows that it's the right thing to do. Just let people do what they want with their bodies and go away. Like anyone's feelings about someone else should not influence their own.
This is the vote for marriage equality, by the way, just in case anyone's wondering.
The postal vote, we should
vote.
add.
I mean,
In fact, it's not even a vote. Anyway.
people were saying,
Plebiscite.
someone made an argument that, it started as a religious thing, so it should always be a religious thing. But, I mean, in this day and age, it's for purely like practical, there's a lot of practical reasons to do it. There's a lot of economical reasons. Like, it's just give everyone the same rights. It's not about religion. Maybe it started that way, but it's not about it now. Just do it. Don't do it. Don't mess with people's lives.
Yeah. It's more about like finding the right, I guess what you could call like legal status and stuff. So people can have, that's what the rights are for, what the legal rights are for. So if you get divorced and stuff, it gets messy without proper rights.
One partner dies, then the other one can't take care of the kids because technically you're not the other.
And if anything, like if you don't have that sort of thing, then it makes people's lives worse because the kids can't survive properly. Well, it's harder for kids to find their place in the world.
It's
With
so
divorce
many
and stuff.
upsides with so few, if any, downsides. It's gonna hurt your religious sensitivity.
God.
Off.
Yeah.
So who likes Lucio Ball?
Sorry, we weren't going to talk about that. Yeah, Lucio Ball. It's good.
Yeah. Fun seems to be the best goalie out of all of us.
Fuck.
I think,
I'm so not.
maybe don't be behind the goals when you're trying to protect.
Yeah, I'll do my best about that.
That was the one freak. Can we pull up that clip? Whoever. Pull up that clip.
No, I'm exporting this tonight. There's going to be no clips on it.
Oh.
This is just going to go.
Yeah.
And plus, you said you've got it, and there's a lot of dropped frames.
Yeah, there are a bit worried about that. I might be able to use some of the footage, mostly from your computer, because, you were switching between.
I was
people,
trying to switch as much as I could.
Yeah, so that could still work.
Trying to remember who was on the field, and the fact that my F1, F2, F3. So you can have like select player. That wasn't working. It didn't work at all. So I had to use left and right click to switch forward and back.
Okay.
So that's why sometimes I accidentally switch to the wrong person.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Like, I can always just switch between them.
It was fun.
Oh, yeah?
Spectating the games was great because I got to fly around the map and look at what everyone was doing. And get really interested in watching the ball. Whereas when you're in the game, you're often not focusing on exactly what everyone else is doing. You're supposed to be all the time, but you're also like focusing on what you're doing. You're probably the best at that because you're like more of a multitasker. You've done like pro level gaming, but for like an old crony like me, you've been on a stage, haven't you?
Nah.
I have some photos. You showed me a photo, I think.
Nah, I was covering it.
You were covering it.
I'm not that great at playing, but I'm good at pointing out the mistakes of others.
So, like everyone is at life.
Sounds like my dad.
But the ball, like in the lower ranks, just the goalie is the one that scores the most goals in the lower ranks. But they take
They just pot it across the map and it bounces over the other guy's head.
Because like lower rank players, either because of lag or just skill, they're not really good at timing the jumps like the goalkeeper to block it. So if they take a shitty shot at your goal, the goalie just waits, lines it up, and then just go high. And you like 2 or 3 times you get a goal just like that.
Yeah, no, we saw a bunch of those goals, didn't we?
Yeah, but then once you move up a bit, and then then you have to do the whole 1-2 kind of thing, and people start shit talking. Oh man, the first time they started shit talking like that kicked off a chain of events. Like, we were being perfectly civil, and then this guy.
We were being lovely. We were being absolutely lovely. I keep calling them a son of a whore.
No.
Did not come in until they had said something like, "Good day, how are you?"
Yeah, something like that. They scored like 2 or 3 in a row. It was just bad luck. Like we're scrambling to get into positions at the start, and then the lob one isn't easy, and they start shit talking, and we lost that game too.
We did lose that game, but we won one. They were shit talking, and then we
started
3 people to rage quit. That was the highlight of the day. All 3 people straight out.
So satisfying.
Fantastic.
What we were saying a couple of things. One was like it was the typical easy stuff, it's just bots, you know.
And we were like lag.
lag, report.
I think the key there is to, even when you're losing, don't quit the game. Because we didn't quit the game, and you know,
Yeah, we did.
No, we didn't. We didn't.
At some point, we
quit
did.
the game. No.
Yeah, we did. At the end, I mean.
Didn't we quit when it was like play of the game?
Screen.
Yeah.
Like halfway through a game, we didn't quit.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's true.
We quit after the game was over because then they were like, the game's over, they're gonna start shit talking. So I pulled a clutch maneuver. Leave. Save this from some because the key to cyberbullying is having strong offense, but also having strong defense and having strong evasion skills.
Evasion, definitely evasion.
How to on cyberbullying right now?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I've always wanted to start.
We're gonna have to put a big mute sign across his camera and just like turn the microphone down a little bit more than the rest. Yeah, that's gonna sound great.
Have fun balancing that.
So how long is Summer Games on for?
End of August, right?
End of August. So what have we got?
Yeah.
So we've got a few more weeks. We can, I reckon we should definitely get some games in. Need to jump on this week. And
just shoot us a message on Facebook. Remember, like and follow.
Face the book.
Subscribe on YouTube.
The book of the face. This is my face. It is a book you may read.
You sound like I can't remember his name, but in I Love You Man. Have you seen that movie?
Oh yeah.
He's like, slap on the bass. Slap on the bass. Slap on the bass. Slap on the bass. I love that movie.
That movie was tainted for me before I watched it.
Why?
I used to work with a dude.
Oh no.
He would say that all the time?
He'd say that all the time. And he thought he was being really funny.
Yeah.
And look,
exact
all credit to him. Like, I'm sure he's a lovely dude and whatever, but there's only so long you can go without that, crucial bit of social interaction, realization that when you say something like 12 times a day for like a few weeks, it's not funny anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I used to play Dota. One of those guys. One of us would like say something that's funny on the spot, and then we get a good laugh out of it.
Yeah.
And then he'll butcher the joke. Like he would
Bring it out again.
12 times within the same game.
It's kind of like when a kid
do
keeps
it.
telling the same joke like over and over again, thinking it's funny each time. Except for they're like
that is to see
30.
the formula working. Go, okay, that joke's great.
Yeah.
Move on to the next one, make a new one.
Yeah.
Improv on that same formula, good, great.
Yep.
Do it. So what do you got? You got some porn up there?
Oh yeah, of course I do.
Yeah.
Bing.
Bing.
Bing.com.
Spicy.
Sexy.
Was that Fuzz's top tip
Redhead
for Bing?
teens.
Use Bing because it gives you...
That's anyone who's male's kind of tip. Just the tip, man. Like it's the best tip.
I know that what people use Bing for.
I didn't.
Oh, that's the only thing people use Bing for. That's why it's still
What about
online.
Ask Jeeves?
Oh, jeez.
Where are the boobies at?
Dear sir, the movies are on Bing.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Yep.
Go to Ask Jeeves. I want to go to Ask Jeeves after this, actually.
It's just ask.com now.
Oh, really? So
Yeah.
what happens if you go to AskJeeves.com?
I'm going to try. Ask.
Please try it. Does it say... I want you to ask Jeeves why you're no longer relevant.
Yeah, it just goes to ask.com.
Oh, okay. That's a shame.
Why?
So I've never used this before. What happens if you type something in?
So it was before Google took over everything, back in like the late 90s when we saw like Alta Vista and all these things.
Right.
And Ask Jeeves was basically like a search engine in the form of a question.
Yeah. And now you can do that in Google. It's just normal, but like back then it was crazy.
Well,
You know,
now
it's like,
Google knows what you're saying before you even fucking
I
say
know,
it.
it's crazy. If I'm on a page with like a certain thing, like, I don't know, guitar strings or something, and I'll
And you type in G-strings.
G-strings, yeah. What is the
works out
best
what you're
male
trying to do.
G-string to wear?
Hang on a second, it isn't 1 a.m. Are you sure you're not supposed to be looking at G-strings?
But, you know, it is kind of creepy in a way.
Yeah. It
Because
absolutely is.
yeah, I mean, it It's not all the time, but just sometimes. I'll be looking at something and it'll just like suggest suggestions.
I can remember the very first time I looked at my
Weird-ass.
phone and it was giving me an alert and it knew that I had a meeting at a certain time, and it also knew that I usually catch public transport. And it told me that I had to leave. So in order to get to your meeting at ...
Yeah.
in time via whatever the tram
exactly.
line.
Yeah, mine tracked like where my workplace was. So every day it knew I was going there, and it was like time to work this time. Yeah.
The tag, auto tag.
Yeah.
You want to talk about, speaking about like AI and computers and how scary it's getting.
Oh, the Dota thing?
The Dota thing,
Yeah.
man, like it beat the top Dota players in a 1v1 mid lane.
There's an AI developed by Elon Musk's OpenAI. I think it's called OpenAI
Yeah, right.
software.
That, for those of you that don't
Neural networks.
play Dota, it's incredibly scary because if it's a game like chess, there are like limited moves, you know, there are 64 spaces you can move to, you know what. But in Dota, it's like coordinates, like pixels, there's almost like
An infinite number of places to move.
and then for each one movement you make, there's an infinite, like, not infinite, but near infinite, like other places you can move, and you know, if you're playing at what, 30 frames per second, that's 30 sets of possibilities.
Decisions.
Yeah. Because it's so, Dota is pretty complex. There are multiple ways of achieving an objective. Like if it's just about like the AI beating him in like creep farming, like getting last hits and creeps, that's kind of understandable because it can time it to the millisecond. But this was like
Strategic.
strategic. It was stuff that you don't think of a computer being good at it.
Yeah.
Like, for example, in Dota, if you play against bots, if someone goes missing from the top lane, the mid laner isn't going to think, oh, hey, it's the 4-minute mark, there's a rune in the river, he's probably going to grab the rune and kind of get me, because that information isn't there. It only comes with, like, experience and intuition.
Yeah.
So stuff like pulling the aggression of the enemy creeps, that kind of thing, so you can, like, farm in the safety of your tower, that kind of shit, or, like, juking.
But it knew all that.
Yeah, it predicted, like, it knows, like, because they're both playing Shadow Fiend, so it knows the range of the spells the other guy has, and it can predict, like, hey, I'm on X amount of health, he's probably going to try to do a 1-2 on me, and then juke the players.
Oh, shit.
It's incredibly freaking scary.
You know what's this is another AI related thing that I found kind of scary is like you got like a lot of the time they use kind of like two neural networks at the same time in order to kind of bounce off each other for whatever reason. You know, they learn faster that way. But they found that the neural networks would end up creating their own language to talk to each other.
Is this the Facebook thing?
Might have been the Facebook one, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's not the first time it's happened. Like a lot of networks have actually started doing that because it's more efficient to come up with their own way of passing language to each other.
Yeah.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's
Really
like
weird. And people can't understand what they're saying. It's like they're secretly communicating to each other.
Is 3.
Yeah, stuff like that.
something
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
And then this is the point where someone usually makes Skynet joke, but it's becoming
much.
more and more real.
It's a little bit scary, isn't it? Yeah.
Like the whole thing about like getting into your head, like starting to not just work off the information that's really blatantly there, but to try to like analyze different scenarios, like to gain experience the same way humans do.
Yeah.
That's,
Learning is weird. Yeah. I think it's just processing power that's holding it back. That's about it, really.
So what's the name of that company in the US that's building like the big dogs, the robotic dogs?
DARPA? I think.
No, it's like something engineering or like...
No, I'm pretty sure it's DARPA.
It's DARPA.
Not Dharma. Sorry, DARPA. DARPA's from Lost. It's DAR something.
there's some. That's the government one, isn't it? The military research
Google actually
one.
bought them out a little while back. Big dog robot.
While you're looking that up, yeah, it's kind of interesting to think like how
Boston Dynamics.
Boston
Sorry.
Dynamics.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's it.
yeah, like how inferior humans actually are. Like communicating via voice, via sound.
Oh my god.
Are they lollies? What do you have there? Oh, give me lollies.
Good stuff rocked up. Yeah.
Oh, these are the best.
Good stuff rocked up with the scotch for the day. Now he's also pulled out Haribo.
Thank you.
Oh, no,
Take it!
No, thanks.
found this research.
I don't know how at this point how I'm supposed to take it. So AI, right?
Buzzy I was thinking, imagine the worst case scenario of some of these AI managing to find themselves into the Boston Dynamics workshop and take over one of those dogs.
What? Oh, yeah, that's basically China. That's like Terminator 3.
AI would meld with the programming for maintaining the dog's movement and everything else. Because it has probably its own form of AI.
What do you mean when you say dogs?
These things.
Oh, I guess I haven't shown you.
I'm sorry.
So Boston Dynamics have created
I've seen
these
them.
robot dogs
okay.
that can
Jeez.
sort of learn terrain, scout, and carry
And you try
things
to
for the
kick it and it
military.
doesn't fall over.
They're so stable. It's crazy.
Yeah, and sort of has these reactionary gyros that can sort of restabilize themselves based on whatever the experience is.
Their latest two robots are the weirdest looking things. One's like a kind of almost like a horse thing, but it can go up on its hind legs and just kind of spin around on its on like wheels. So it's like, imagine a horse up like this on its two legs.
All I can think of is a horse. I mean,
Yeah, it's like a horse on its hind legs, but wheels on its bottom legs, and it rolls around and it can jump.
like a disabled horse.
Sure, yeah, something like that.
A
Yeah,
horse with its two back legs and splints and then little train wheels on.
something like that. Yeah, but it's super mobile. It's probably just as fast as a real horse, probably.
Yeah, I think I've seen it. Like it balances itself. Yeah, the center of gravity
Yeah.
is like in the middle.
Like
Yeah,
horse on a
so.
Segway. It's kind of like that.
Horsing around.
Oh,
The other scary thing about AI is taking
You
over.
mean a Segway?
oh my god! Kill yourself.
Like
I'm happy.
the number of the speed at which electricity moves through our brain cells compared to like the speed at which electricity moves through like chips, like silicon chips.
Yeah.
It's by a factor of like 100 or 1,000 or something.
Wait, are you saying we're faster or they're faster?
Yeah, like silicon
faster.
chips are faster. So
Oh,
they
okay.
can think. I forgot whether it was like 10,000 times faster than us, or a
Shit.
million times faster than us.
Yeah.
Or something like crazy like that.
Yeah, what that reminds me of what Elon Musk was saying, because he's funded so many freaking projects. One of them is one's that AI one, but another one's not sure if it's the same one, but he wants to create, or his ambitions at least are to create what's called a neural lace. Kind of like, imagine like all your kind of neurons are, I guess, covered with like chips, essentially like nano chips or something like that, and they allow you to process things faster or interface with computers more easily. And I think that's the same idea. It's like it'll make us be able to process things faster, like a computer can. Yeah,
Can't slow down.
yeah.
Man's just pushing the envelope everywhere, isn't he?
It's, he's got his fingers in everything. Like,
It's quit Tesla, didn't he? He's quit Tesla, I think.
yeah, there's Tesla.
No, he's quit Tesla.
Oh, he's quit.
I think so.
Really?
Yeah, I think he's gone off to do other things.
No, that's lame.
I was about to say that actually kind of makes sense because he is all about creating new endeavors. Tesla's evolved to this point where he can probably leave it now with the people he's put in charge and keep moving forward. I wonder who's in charge now.
Is that correct, or was I just?
Who's currently CEO of Tesla?
Wiki
Yeah, I
Tesla.
hope they come up with some like synthetic organ shit so we can like live for the next 100-ish years just to see this shit unfold.
I wouldn't be
That'd
surprised.
be great. The only big question is, if Elon Musk asks me to marry him, would all three of you come to my wedding?
No, because I'm marrying him.
Oh shit. Can you bust in through the door when I'm about to say I do?
I object.
Thank you.
Yep.
You guys have a game of Lucy Ball?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that would not be fair.
Yeah. So, just to go back on,
Own goal. He'd not bother to his own goal
Yes.
and win by default.
I'm not sure about the whole Tesla thing at the moment.
Who can score
But-
the most goals and then
We'll have our own podcast here.
Yeah, I think we should.
Yeah,
have a
it'd be
podcast
great,
here.
yeah.
Those guys could go.
So who's currently CEO?
Hold on. Wait. Okay, so Tesla CEO. Wait, founders. I can't be bothered going through that. Oh wait, the CEO. Blah blah blah. No, I got no
It's
idea.
on Wiki.
Yeah, but it's a big article. I can't bother going through it. What I want to say.
man. Control F.
Okay, fine. CEO Elon Musk. Oh, it still says his CEO on key
reminds
people.
me of like a young person teaching like their older uncle to use the internet.
I don't understand. This why is it called a mouse?
You don't have to type in Google if you're using Chrome.
How do I get on the Facebooks? Is it a face?
So I used to have this lecture at uni because the screen was up on the projector, and we used to like all watch her go on the Yahoo search bar, type in Google. So she would Yahoo search for Google, and
Everyone got triggered. Everyone's butts.
yeah, your butthole just
But so basically,
yeah.
Elon Musk has done. Tesla. He started off with PayPal. Actually, he was one of the founders or something, main investors of PayPal, something like that. That Neuralink thing. That's called Neuralink. SpaceX. His landing is they've just landed like I don't know their 5th or 6th spacecraft again. It's like gone. It's the first kind of spaceship to be reusable. So it lands. It's just landed like 4 or 5 times or 6 times without a hitch. Which is amazing.
Fire and then they discard.
Yeah, they don't discard anything, I think, but they just land again, which is amazing. What else? Oh yeah, he's created a company called The Boring Company.
Oh yeah.
It's literally for boring tunnels.
Oh,
Great name.
So smart.
Yeah.
That's a
brilliant
great
name.
I
Yeah.
really like really cheesy, smart names for companies.
Yeah. The Hyperloop.
I don't even know. No, I didn't get the idea by falling off a bike or anything in my chain coming off. No, it was just. It just came from the ether. I might leave that story for another time because it's a bit long.
Did you injure your head? Because that explains a lot.
He was born to make fun of people with things they don't truly have.
Yeah, no, it was very funny. My 1997 mind would have said it was so funny I forgot to laugh. But well done. Congratulations.
Can I add one more thing? From the start of this, we're talking about like AI tracking us.
Yeah.
If I'm not here this week, this is why. Next week, this is why. I opened up Google Maps the other day, and it said to me, "It would take you 89 minutes to get home." And I thought, great. Wait a minute, I didn't tell you where I live.
That's weird.
And it's like, holy fuck. Like, did it just track my GPS and then just make an educated guess about where the fuck I
Yeah,
live?
that's pretty much what it's doing.
What
Yeah.
happened?
It's so creepy.
Remember we left this place and I was trying to find my car. I forgot where I parked my car. So I looked it up on Google.
Where is my car?
Is there a thing called that?
The movie came up anyway.
Well, it was basically like that because it showed me where I last parked.
What?
Yeah, where I stopped. Yeah, because if you go into the Google Maps, what do you guys have iPhones or like
iPhone.
Androids? You got an iPhone. What do you have?
Android. So
Android, yeah.
If you look at the directions to a place, you can buy a car, and then when you stop,
If you go into the options somewhere, there's like a timeline thing. It'll show you every day that you've traveled, and it'll have like a map of where you've gone and where you've stopped. And what's crazy is I rode a motorcycle, right? It knows when I'm riding a motorcycle somehow. Like, I don't know. Like maybe lean angle. Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's weird.
Hear
Yeah.
the wind rushing past the microphone.
Maybe it could. Yeah.
it sends you a large cock, man.
Yeah, it's exactly that. Yeah,
It's
yeah. It keeps making sounds against the tank when I'm going. Yeah.
All I can imagine is you now riding down the freeway butt naked with your cock sort of coming out the back. It's not a
CDS, cock detection system.
Detection
Comes
system.
with you or Android or what?
Yeah, it senses and sees the flapping. It's like, you are riding a motorcycle because of this sound against the tank.
no good.
Anyway, the Boring Company.
Sorry, ladies and men.
And men.
I guess.
Find us on Facebook. If you follow and subscribe on Facebook and YouTube, Fuzz will get back to you with that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Solar City. Yeah, he's doing. Oh yeah, he also.
What did I say about always ending up being sexy? When Fuzz goes into a joke, we come out the other end with genitals in our face somehow.
There's nothing wrong with that. What you got against about genitals?
Overwatch, we're playing Lucia Ball or when we're playing comp. It's always like, I'll be like, oh, easy, that kind of thing. And we'll be making fun of their names. One of them was, what was it? Something Max Squeezy. Max
I
something.
cannot
Awesome.
remember.
It would be like Max Awesome or like Max Snorson. And then the boss would be like, I'm horny.
Yeah, just I came over and over.
I came.
again.
I shot that goal so hard. Did you like it the way it went in?
The way the ball went through it. It was oh my gosh. Yep. So Elon Musk has got his hands in everything and
Lots of
everyone.
eyes, yeah. Well, didn't he recently say that he would like to, he said, I would like to die on Mars.
Yeah.
Just not on entry.
Yeah, that's a great one. Yeah, yeah.
It's not re-entry because you didn't leave Mars.
On
So it's only re-entry when you leave the place you're entering.
yes, correct.
Like if you see your girlfriend again, it's re-entry. If you go on a date, get lucky for the first
Depends.
time.
Depends if she's been holding back for years or not.
Ooh. Oh wow! What would you have had to have done? I'm more.
I cheated on her or something. Yeah, on you, I guess. Or you cheated on her. I mean,
Can you cheat on someone if you haven't slept with them?
yeah, sure.
Oh yeah, if you take like a vow,
Well, I mean, if you're together, say you're together for 2 years, you haven't had sex, and then like you
why
you-
still? Oh, okay. I mean,
you pork somebody else, of course you're cheating on them.
yeah.
Okay. Alright.
2 years.
2 that.
Go 2 years.
Oh man,
Yes.
man, the amount of tissue boxes you go through.
Not for all the hands on
Oh gosh. This got dark.
What's the longest you reckon you've gone?
I did an experiment with a couple of friends back.
Oh god, this is gonna be a good story.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
We call it the,
2 weeks.
What was it? The
Bye. Have a lovely night.
Bye. Merry Christmas. Like, what do I say to that?
The no bone zone.
some wordplay word. Just give me a second.
Okay.
No fap.
What's the longest you've gone without?
3
Since you
hours. No.
you've been with us for more than 3 hours. Who did you fuck?
Let's see. Maybe a year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we call it something like masturbation or something. Because you fast.
That makes sense.
Oh, masturbation. That's good. Yeah.
I can't remember. We made a Facebook group. It's probably still up there. I need to take it down. It was a private group. We thought it was funny at the time. I went 2 weeks, but I was like getting really irritated, like everything.
Like, you know, there's a subreddit called NoFap.
Yep.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I went on there. I was like, I'm going to try this out. And I was just like, I felt really weird after a few days. Like, really strange. Like, and within a week, I was just like, my head feels strange. Like, I don't feel right.
What's it about?
NoFap. Guess what it's about.
What about not?
Yeah, not fapping. Yeah.
But you're supposed to sort of say that you're not gonna.
And then
Well, you don't.
support group experiment.
Yeah. Yeah, basically like that. And it all largely stemmed from like a TEDx talk about a guy who said like, the amount, it rewires your brain essentially by not fapping for
Dopamine thing.
something like that. Yeah. And I think there is some truth in it, but I don't think.
So instead of getting your dopamine from an orgasm, you start seeing real life.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. And it sort of makes sense, but I think some people go
Find a team and
overboard.
form an Overwatch team and start doing podcasts and stuff instead.
That's it. Yeah. So we know how you
I
made
literally
this.
didn't have time to do this because of all jacking off.
All the fapping. Yeah.
Sorry.
It was going to be fap the chain, but now it's off the
Benjamin
chain.
in the corner. I just don't want to keep talking about this because
Let's
I feel like
move
I'm
on.
interrupt him.
First, we'll show you how.
And then
You know
send
what?
it away.
I bake cupcakes.
Yep,
That's what I do
that's what you do.
all day.
Bake
Is that
cupcakes,
what they call it nowadays?
Have cold showers. And
It is.
Frost the cupcakes.
Well, they're definitely warm.
Jesus Christ. Holy shit.
I think, yeah. What's the limit for scotch? Do you think? Oh, you haven't even had any.
No, I'm just naturally awesome.
That's pretty cool. Right on. So we need to come up with a name for our Overwatch team stream. for Team Stream.
No fap.
No,
Team no fap.
I'm not sure Twitch will let us get away with that. I think that I'm pretty sure they shut down sexual stuff, don't they?
Did they? Well, it's not sexual because it's no fapping.
But it kind of is.
No, it's not.
Kind of,
No.
One way to find out.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah. Why don't you guys create a non-official Twitch stream that we can stream to, so that we don't get our official Off the Chain Studio
Off the
Twitch
fab.
name off the fab.
Let's go with that.
It actually makes sense.
I'm taking Saturday night off. Let's do this.
So, are you off the fat, baby?
I'm doing mine under now, but some people, you want to get comfortable, get a special place.
Get in the zone. Put on some Enya. Get out the yogurt.
Yogurt.
Yogurt. Is it yogurt or yogurt?
I don't know. I think it depends where you come from, really.
Benina.
Banuni. Potato putata.
What?
I took a bit out of like Yahtzee's book. So I say yogurt, but I use yogurt as an insult.
Yogurt. What? Yogurt as an insult?
Yeah.
How do you insult someone with
Like
yogurt?
if their skin's really pale or...
Huh?
Yogurt face.
No, I don't know. It just kind of means fool, I guess, I suppose, synonymously. Yeah,
Alright.
it's like...
Well, we're about time.
God damn it.
But I was thinking we'd do a little makeup game at the end here. And you guys don't know what it is, but I've talked to you about it before. Improv sentence.
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
I still want to do the Netflix game, though. I think that's pretty
You've
fun.
still got one lined up, have you?
Yeah, I've got that lined up.
Okay, well, let's do Netflix game, improv game, done.
Okay.
Go.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Blow our minds
Okay.
with your IMDb.
These ones, I think, are all pretty freaking hard.
Okay.
So, let's see how we go. Oh, cool. I can do the movie voice into the mic now. Unlike last time it was, into the lapels. He hasn't slept for a year and looks like a walking skeleton. And now he's starting to doubt his own sanity. Go figure.
1 year.
He hasn't slept for a year.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think, the fact that you haven't figured it out yet probably means you don't know what it is.
Is it?
It's The Machinist. Does anyone know that?
Oh, Christian Bale.
Yeah, it was Christian Bale. Oh, he
He's really
lost.
skinny and shit.
Yeah, he lost so much. What's crazy is that came out before Batman, just before Batman. And in Batman, he was huge. It was like a year before that, year or two before that. And you should look up pictures of him. And he is like, imagine an anorexic person. He looks like that, like full on, and he's skeletal. Yeah. Anyway, next one. You might get this if you've seen it. For this boozy superhero, fighting crime is child's play. Getting the
Hancock?
public to stop. Yeah, nice. Yeah.
Boozy
Good one.
superhero. Is that the one guy that can be?
That was a movie that was like, the first 2/3 were awesome. And the last third was just fucking horrible.
Didn't it end with just a punch up or something?
Yeah, basically, yeah. It was like this crazy, it went all serious and there was this mythological thing between him and Charlize Theron. Was this Charlize Theron?
Yeah.
It was
It was, yeah.
Yeah, it was just, it was horrible. But the first part of the movie was really good. Rival magicians locked in a spiraling duel. Careful with reality in the age of electricity. It can turn on a dime.
The Prestige?
Yeah, good one. Yeah, you guys are going good. Okay. An 80s Wall Street hotshot really makes a killing. Will it be by chainsaw or nail gun this time?
Fuck, what's it called? Yes, I know the one.
Yeah, I bet you do. Also has an actor that in one of the previous movies.
Yeah, Christian Bale, Patrick Bateman, Jesus, what's it called?
That's his name, yeah.
No, what's it called? I know the film.
You basically got it there.
Yeah.
Do you guys know?
I have no idea.
Really?
No.
It's an awesome movie.
It sounds great.
I'm gonna have a stroke if you don't tell me what it's called.
American Psycho.
That's the one. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I got two more. Wrongfully imprisoned with no chance of parole. There's only one thing a hopeless man can do. Give up or get gone.
Not the Green Mile. What is
You're close, yeah.
Yeah, like
It was around the same time, I think.
I know it. I just don't remember.
Starts with the, if that helps.
Yeah.
Do you guys have any idea?
Oh, Shawshank?
Yep.
Yeah,
Shawshank Redemption. Yep. Yeah, last one.
Nice.
Hopefully this should be easy. Actually, it doesn't give much of a clue here. Anyway, it's a sequel. That'll help.
Okay.
Finding your family can be tough when you can't really remember them.
Finding Dory.
Yeah, nice. Good work.
What the guy who looks after kids.
Yep. All right. So,
In
what's
one
this?
sentence,
Yeah.
me, Fuzz, Benjamin, Gustav. Keep going. Don't try and end it and be funny.
It's a sentence each?
No,
A word
no,
each.
one word each.
Okay.
Just keep going.
Okay.
Okay.
So-
One.
2. Oh, sorry. No, that doesn't work. It just came to my head. I'm like, oh, 2. That works, right?
Okay.
Let's try again.
Sometimes
I
Feel.
Like,
my
fap
Isn't.
quite,
up
2
The.
standard,
my
parents.
Didn't.
hug,
me.
Enough.
In.
in, the,
Groin.
Today.
Okay, that one went weird. Benjamin, can you start us off with one?
Okay. Surprisingly,
the,
Fact.
That.
I.
have,
Enormous.
Knees.
Benefits.
my,
Softball.
Fapping. Sorry, that's the last.
Every time.
Last time.
We now have you on video doing it. I think we can call that a podcast.
No, I want to do one more,
Oh, God.
and I won't say fap.
He will.
I won't.
Start it.
I promise.
Fuzz,
Will.
Not.
By.
himself,
More.
First fights.
Goodbye. The end. See you later.
Thank you.
See ya.